At some point I was questioning Banjo's revolutionary instinct to understand political environment.
Yes.
A revolutionary. I also questioned Nzogu's revolutionary instinct towards the end. But before I get to that point, who do you think is a revolutionary?
The revolution simply means change. Change. But it extended further than that. A revolutionary is someone that has a mind to make a change. But when we term someone as a revolutionary, we mean someone that wants to make a radical change in the country. You look at something and you know this thing is not bad, it's not good, it must not continue. And you have a mind to make a drastic change, a radical one for that matter, to bring things as quickly as possible, to make that positive change. That is what it means to be a revolutionary, in my own opinion.
And if I go by the points, the solid points you made in this book, Ironsi was a conservative.
Totally a conservative.
You even
a regular, he was.
And you even doubted his intellectual power to be a head of state.
I did.
Now, the reason I'm saying...
But he was a jolly good man as well, in a way. But to be a good man is not synonymous to be someone that can administer a country. That is different entirely.
That is where I began to question Nzogu's revolutionary instinct. And even Banjo's revolutionary instinct. Nzogu is a conservative.
He was not.
Ironsi was a conservative.
Yes.
Banjo knew it.
Yes.
Banjo is a revolutionary.
Yes.
And you think a conservative would carry out revolutionary ideals?
Well, perhaps if he's supported by someone who is a revolutionary, it may help him to carry out that idea. If someone is bereft of idea, but if you have good people beside you, then you can change. That is the effect of having people. There's so many your friend. I will tell you who you are. If you have good people among you who are revolutionary, who can make that change, then you may be influenced one way or the other by the spirit of that revolution. Because he also came to power by default. He did not plan the coup. But as the most senior military officer then, the mantle fell on him. But because he was too conservative, because he did not possess that revolutionary idea, that is why he chose Gowon as his chief of staff to placate the northerners. And we see the consequence. If he has been advised properly by a revolutionary officer, the counter-coup of July would not have happened. But because he surrounded himself with the people who are also conservative, who had ulterior motive.
Ademu Yega in his book, Why We Struck, said, Banjo appealed to Ironsi to bring Nzogu into his government.
That's right.
Banjo entered the office of Ironsi with a pistol in his pocket.
Not in the office. It was still. It's like when I came in here, which is somewhere before he came here. So he had the pistol, but he has not entered his office per se, in a way.
Perhaps he was going to enter.
Yes, even if he assume, does that mean that he want to kill the head of state?
Perhaps he would have killed the head of state.
I don't think so.
Why are you so sure? He's a revolutionary.
He is a revolutionary, but if
revolutionaries are unpredictable.
He would have killed him long time because he wouldn't have convinced people. He would have used the opportunity to put himself in power when he had the opportunity. But he didn't do so. Instead, he said he should rally around Ironsi. Because if he had it in mind, it was a great opportunity for him at that time to convince the people that, look here, Ironsi is a conservative, Ironsi cannot rule this country, and I put myself there. A lot of things he could have done, but he didn't do so. Even when other officers were there, he could have used his own bodyguard to eliminate them, but he didn't do so. He wouldn't have given his pistol to his comrade to look into if he had a mind of killing the officer. He would have killed the two of them anyway. Because he had the pistol, they don't have weapon, he had the weapon.
Mr. Aborisade.
Yes.
You are an intellectual. There's also what you call deception.
Yes.
In the power game.
That's right.
I can give you the pistol to make you comfortable. But what about if I had another somewhere?
But he didn't have another anywhere. Because they disarmed him and they arrested him. If he had another somewhere, they could say, we find 3 weapons in his hand, but only 1 pistol. And as a referee who had something, if you want to carry out a coup to kill the head of state, he wouldn't release it. So the aim of a soldier is to kill the enemy, whosoever the enemy is. So he would have seen them as the enemy and annihilate them, but he didn't do so.
So you concluded that Ironsi, by arresting Banjo,
yes,
betrayed Banjo.
Yes. Even he wrote to Ironsi while he was in detention, explaining, and they even told him, yeah, they find that you are not guilty, we have investigated this, we have done this, but they still did not release him. So that is where you will know there is a reason behind it, which is beyond carrying weapon to the office of the head of state.
In the letter you are talking about,
yes,
Ironsi alluded to telling Banjo's wife that perhaps he's keeping Banjo in protective custody.
Exactly.
Because enemies are after him.
That's it. So he knew that some people plan against him. But can we trust what he said? Because if he's in protective custody, he should have released him. The counter-coup would not have happened if Banjo was part of the armed forces in Council.
Why are you so sure?
Because he was a revolutionary. He had the idea. That's why he told Ironi to bring in people like himself. He knew these people. He knew them. He knew those who have better idea. Those who can withstand the enemy when it comes to fire for fire. But instead, he surrounded himself with people like Gawam and others, and Danjuman and Co., who are from the north, trying to placate them. But can you placate the enemy?